this segment, I'm going to show you some further embellishments that you might like to add to your quilts. You might remember in episode 2 we made Suffolk puffs, so I thought we'd do the next step and do a little gathered flower. Now for the gathered flower, I've got a piece of fabric that is 2 inches wide. I have folded it in half and ironed it. The formula for this flower is the width times 10 times the length. So it's 1 inch across, so I'm going to need 10 inches in length. So I'll just measure and cut off 10 inches. Now I'm going to use some white cotton. Normally you would use cotton that matches the colour of your fabric, but I thought white would be good for demonstrating. I'm going to do a quilter's knot to secure the thread. So I just lie my thread along the needle, then wrap it around a couple of times and pull the needle through the wraps. And then I've got a nice secure knot. Now with this little motif, I'm going to start on the folded edge. I'm going to do another securing knot, because being motifs on things, I might get a lot of wear and tear. So you can never be too short on your knots. So just running along the edge now, along the selvages, about 1/8 of an inch in. Now we're just going to run along the base of this piece of fabric. Only take us a minute to do. These are good little things to do, maybe while you're watching TV. You can build up a collection of them, and then as you do your projects, you can always dip into your collection. And of course, once this is finished, you can add a button to the centre and really dress it up like we have for the Suffolk puffs. So we're just going along the base. That's it. Almost there. Now I'll just come up the side. Get rid of those few stray threads. Pull it up. Now we need to gather up this flower. Don't want to pull it up too tightly, or it's not going to create the flower shape. We just need it so it can join. I think that's got enough gather there. I'm going to do now another securing knot to hold all the gather in place. Take just a minute. And then to do the final finish on the flower, I'm going to bring the 2 knots together. And we're going to join the knots, and that forms our nice little flower. So I'll just do another knot, secure it off. There we go. And there we have a little gathered flower, which you can add as extra embellishment. Pop a button on the centre, and that dresses it up very nicely. And as I said, you might like to add it to a pinafore, a little child's dress. Now also, to go with flowers, you need some leaves. So again, I've got a 2 inch wide piece of fabric. I've ironed it in half. Now the formula for the leaf, and of course these formulas will be on our website, so do look at our website. It is the width times 6.5. So it's being 1 inch wide, it's going to be 6.5 inches. I'll just turn it over, cut. Oops, flying away. There we go. Now again, I'll use white cotton, but normally you'd use thread to match the colour of your fabric. Do my quilter's knot. And I'm going to start up the top here where I've got the fold. Oops, let's bring it through. Do another securing knot. Now you're going through 4 layers of fabric here. So we're just going through this. Running it through. Oops, and of course my thread has knotted. There we go. Run it through. Good. Now this is just a simple running stitch. Now I'm going to pull it up. This will give the nice crinkly effect of the leaf. I'm not going to pull it up tight. I'm going to do another securing knot because I don't want the gathers to disappear on me. And then we're going to run just a basic running stitch along the base, the raw edges of the leaf. We don't need to gather this. So I'll just, and I will secure it off. And we'll do another knot just to secure it off as well. Again, this is something you can make in front of the TV, and we're just going to even out the gathers, open it up, and there's your leaf. There we go. And we'll just do a smaller leaf, because it's always nice to have a variety of sizes of leaves. Just rethread my needle. Now with this leaf I'm going to show you, there's no real formula to it. It's just a matter of folding it. So we'll just pop the thread through the needle. There we go. Now I'll just cut off. About 4 inches is enough for this type of leaf. It's just a very tiny leaf. And effectively what we do is we just fold it over on the diagonal, and we're just forming a very small leaf. What I'm going to do, so I'll do my quilter's knot again. Tidy off the ends there. Just do my quilter's knot. Pick up my leaf. On the flip side of it, I'm going to go through all the layers of fabric, and I'm going to do another securing knot. And of course these look great in ribbon as well, wide ribbon. I'm just going to run along the base, do some running stitches along the base. Only takes a second to make these, they're very quick. Very effective. So I'm just going to pull this up and then I'll knot it off. Now we want to pull this one really tightly because we want to give the effect of a little bud about to grow, little leaf about to grow. There we go. Just now what we're going to do to really hold it in place, take the main body of your leaf in your left hand, and then wrap your remaining thread around the base of the leaf, and that holds it in nice and tight. Go around to the back of your leaf. I've wrapped it around about 5 times. Then bring your needle up through and knot off securely. Just do one more securing knot. Here we go. And I'm going to trim off the base of this. And this is another nice little accompaniment to your motifs. There you go. And that's quite a nice little thing that you might like to add to your quilts, or maybe to some garments that you have. It can be done